start recording the meeting. Recording in progress, and we are opening our official part of our meeting. And it is the regular online Toastmasters meeting, the meeting of the Dnipro Hills Toastmasters Club that is based in Kyiv, Ukraine. However, we have our members in different parts of the world, including the UK, including western parts of Ukraine, and even in the US. So I call this meeting open, and for our guests, I would like to suggest that you stay with us and understand what is Toastmaster, and then I'm definitely sure you will like it and you will find something useful for yourself here. However, it's high time for us to have a little small talk with our guest. So I'm picking you. So I'm saying your name, and you are talking for a minute or half a minute. Who are you, and how have you known about Dnipro Hills or Toastmasters community, and what are your expectations from today's meeting? So I see Roman, and I guess you are not for the first time here. So please unmute yourself and tell a little bit about yourself and about your expectations from today's meeting.
Thank you, Nataly. To be honest, here I'm the second time, and I'm very content to see all the members from Dnipro Hills and also Deck. Hello, mate. Hello. And well, I am let's say a semi-member of the Toastmaster for around 9 months. I joined the Best Other Speakers Club first time when I was searching for English speaking club. I think I managed to do it, and let's do it together.
Let's do it together. There's nothing to say. I have another question to you. I see another person on the list, and it's Roma. Is it your second account, or is it another person?
Maybe this is my alter ego, who knows?
Okay, so I don't have to ask Roma to unmute himself and talk because it's your alter ego. All right. And I see another guest here. It's Alona Sadovska. If you can hear us now, please unmute yourself, and probably you can switch your camera on and say a few words about yourself. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. I visited Toastmaster Club at the Sunday offline, but decided to listen online how it's organized in online, and it's very interesting and inspired. Listen, my English not perfect, but I like listen the switching experience speakers, and always interesting topics about different things in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Alona. And not only listen you can today, but you can also participate in the table topics session. You will see later, and do not afraid, your English is good enough to talk at this stage. And I see that we have one of our speakers already. And also, before I pass the stage to our distinguished member and distinguished Toastmaster and
Nataly, I think we've lost you.
Yeah. Nataly, have you been terrified by a ghost?
Something like this. That, in any case, applause yours. So you can present us the topic of our today's meeting. Yeah, I see.
Some kind of online ghost.
take over. Could you take over, Alicia, or do you want me to?
No,
Just for the moment.
go over because you are now Toastmaster. You are today's Toastmaster, so you can present the topic and everything you need.
Okay, it's over to Cluskey, DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster. I've been a Toastmaster for 17 years. Been a member of this club for what now, Alicia? About 3 or 4 years now, I think. I love the club, love it to death. I've entered all the competitions and all that, and done very well. Thank you very much. So that's good. Lovely to see such a screen full of people. Just a few rules and regulations I like. Please, no phones. Please switch them off, or just if you got an iPhone, just or wherever, just take the volume down. I'm doing it now. There's my volume completely down. Just do that for me. We like plenty of applause. The way we like to applaud is either clapping or jazz hands. Jazz hands always looks better. That's for people who are hard of hearing, and we use it in Toastmasters a lot. We like a lot of applause here. If you want to welcome somebody on stage, welcome them on stage, just like that. It's lovely. So let's move on. I run a tight ship, I hope. I like a fast and furious meeting. So let's meet the timer. We haven't got a timer, Alicia, but I've got an idea because I know that Roman is a bass player.
Doug, sorry, actually we have a timer, Natalie, but in case...
Natalie's the timer, okay.
You will be surprised, but I am the timer.
I'm
the timer, and I'm back despite of the electricity outages, the sudden electricity outages that we had at my district after the night attack. And I'm on charge, guys. I'm in charge of this. I don't have the background, but I have cards.
Yeah.
So what is my, thank you, Lisa, for helping me, but what is my duty for today? To shine brightly on the stage, we need to know the time of our shining, because if we overuse our time, public would get bored. If we underuse our time, so we use less time if we need, we wouldn't express our thought. So that is my duty for today, to remind you about how much time have you used. If you don't see me showing this card to you, this green background, please speak on. Go on speaking. Go on sharing your ideas. If you see it, that means that soon you will have to consider of the conclusion of your thought. If you see this card, guys, that means that you have already started concluding your thought. And this card means that you need to stop, not abruptly, but in a couple of seconds. Why is it important? Not only it is important for our speakers that have 7 minutes for speaking, so 5 minutes for green card, 6 minutes for yellow card, and 7 minutes for red card, for the red card. Also, it's very highly essential for our table topics speakers. What is table topics? If you haven't been to Toastmasters before, you will see very soon. It is the session of short speeches, but please note that we have the new rule, and we have disqualification like we have at the contests. So if you speak for a minute during table topics session, you will see this card, speak on. If you see this one at minute and a half, please think on the conclusion, because when you see this card, you have only 30 seconds. If you speak for 2 minutes and 31 seconds, unfortunately, you are going to be disqualified and you are not taking part in voting for the best table topics speaker. So please pay attention to me. I'm going to pin myself soon when I join you from my second account. And please, guys, shine on the stage because you're worth it. And now I pass control to our Toastmaster of the day. Jack, the stage is yours again.
Aha! Now we come to the second role taker. That's good. Applause, applause, applause. I didn't see Roman applauding. Bass players never applaud. Did you know that? They never applaud. Oh, you can tell I love bass players. Now we have a new one on me, a posture monitor. I am dying to know what a posture monitor looks for. And the posture monitor today is Oksana Muchkina.
Hey, hello everyone. So hello to all fellow Toastmasters and all honored guests. So I'm happy to see all of you here. And my name is Oksana Muchkina, right? That's correct. And I'm today your posture monitor. So what does it mean? It means that I will check and I will check how do you behave during your speech. So your verbal language and your words are really important. They convey meaning. They supposed to make an impact and influence during your speech. But your body language, as well as your gestures and your mimics, are also very important. So my piece of advice here is to stay in the middle of the screen, I would say, right? Your posture or your stance is supposed to be relaxed, but not too much. So it should be comfortable for you and for all the people who see you during your speech. The third thing is your gestures. So your gestures supposed to be supportive your message, or they're supposed to help all the participants accept or hear your message and understand what you convey with this message. So your gestures, your posture, and your mimics can hurt or can help. So what does it mean hurt? It means that if you rub your nose, your ear, or do something with your face, like with hair, for example, like I do right now, so that can distract people from your message. If you use descriptive gestures, like, for example, you are talking about anything like sun, and you're showing us the sun, like the shape of the sun, like warm rays of the sun. So you are showing something and describing it not only with your words, but with your mimics and with your gestures. So those gestures help. And of course, smiling. So smile is always something that helps your message. So smile, feel relaxed, be in the middle of the screen, use supportive gestures, descriptive or prompting gestures, like you can show what you want from the audience you interact with, and shine here in our online stage. Thank you.
Where's the applause? Come on! Come on, come on, you're great at it. You're staring at the screen, you're not applauding. What's going on? He can't hear me. He can't hear me. I'm sure he can't hear me. But there we are. That's lovely. Natalie, just a little note. We don't seem to have the first speaker here. Could you possibly maybe call up and check what's happening? Or
She is on the way. She is almost ready to join us, so we hope she will be on time. Yeah.
thank you very much, Lacey. That's lovely. Now we have the Grammarian to tell us what the Grammarian is looking for and what a Grammarian does in a meeting. Would you I'm running in these teeth for somebody else. I want to introduce you to Dmitry Nazarenko.
Yeah, let's go. So my name is Dmytro Nazarenko, and I decided to be your grammarian for today. Now, and as your grammarian, my job is to keep an eye on your usage of the English language, both good and bad, And at the end of the meeting, I will provide a report with comments on your vocabulary and grammar usage. What the Grammarian also does is that the Grammarian introduces the word of the day. And this word of the day, hopefully you can see it on the screen now. If you are sort of an intermediate learner of English, this should not be a very complicated word, yet it is a word that is often underused. And this word is radiant. So, well, the most common meaning of this word is, shining brightly, something that is showing joy, health, energy. So you could say that he walked into the room with a radiant smile. So it is very bright, very joyful, and so on. Radiant, well, I already mentioned this, but radiant can also be used as a synonym to bright. So if you're talking about, I don't know, anything that has anything that is brightly colored, like a tropical bird, probably, that has radiant green and red feathers, that's another good example of usage of the word. So I thoroughly encourage you to use it, and I will send you this picture into our meeting chat within like 1 to 2 minutes. Thank you very much.
Come on, Licia, where's your applause? That's great, brilliant. Thank you very much. I like to ask the evaluator to let us know what the details of the project of the speaker are. I hope that's okay and it's acceptable to everybody present. So with that in mind, I would like to introduce you to the evaluator. Licia, yes?
Yeah. Luda sent me that she will be at 5 minutes, so I think better not to
Go
wait.
to
But go to the second speaker. Yeah.
second speaker, no problem at all. The second speaker, there we are. And then, so same again, I would do like to ask the evaluator to tell us what the project is all about it, and then hand it back to me, and I will introduce the speaker. So with that in mind, please, would you welcome the evaluator for the second speaker, who is going to do the first speaker's job. Please welcome Sergii Golovatiuk.
I guess this part of humor speech when then try to pronounce my name. My sister in USA always tell me the story how American try to pronounce her family name. It's so big challenge. So she always named herself only Nataly G. Nataly G. So will be Sergei G. And what about humor speech today? It will be very interesting speech, very long one. Near 20 minutes we will enjoy humor speech from Oleksandr Myronchuk. And the biggest challenge for him is to engage us with good prepared speech, with strong core message, with excellent presentation skills. And he should engage audience during 20 minutes with humor, and it should be compelling content. So let's see what we will see at that high 5 level, because Oleksandr is very experienced humor speaker. He is very famous in narrow Toastmasters circles. So I wish him success.
Very good explanation of the project. So now I want to introduce you to Oleksandr Myronchuk with a speech entitled Climbing the Comedian Ladder. With a speech entitled Climbing the Comedian Ladder, please welcome Oleksandr Myronchuk.
What's the best joke you ever heard? Try to remember. Where were you? Who were you with? What were you doing? Well, I conducted the most serious scientific research. Or maybe the most scientific of serious research. Honestly, I don't know the difference. But it sounded really smart and 2 a.m. And here's what I discovered. Weirdly, the funniest moment of your life probably wasn't a stand-up show. Now, I have some doubts about my data because when I conduct this experiment, only 2 people agreed to take part, and it was from my family, and one of them was my dog. Oh, it's a long story. But here's the thing about joke. The greatest trick humor ever pulled was convincing you to laugh the first time. Because when you retell the same joke to a new audience, nothing. Crickles. And your inner voice is like, no, guys, this is the same joke. You're supposed to laugh now. By the way, have you ever tried to doing stand-up comedy? No? Let me tell how it feels. Imagine you were finally invited to perform on stage. You about to deliver the greatest comedy set in human history. You spend the whole week preparing, walking that razor edge between belling, laughing ha 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 ha, and the razor edge. Wait, is the joke even legal? Like I had one joke about my friend who went walk around with a toilet paper stuck into his shoe. But then I thought, no, that's too mean. But hey, the good thing, I just broke up with my girlfriend. Finally, some fresh material. I wrote a joke about how she was so clumsy. She tripped over her own shadow on the sunny day, twice. It feels like the fate brought us together just to write a punchline for a stand-up show. This day has come. You're beyond ready to crush your best set ever. You crafted this joke so perfectly that this joke is a kicker. It comes out from nowhere and smarts the laugh button. You stride on stage with confidence. You try to prepare your audience for these jokes, explaining the setups so thoroughly, even the slowest person in the crowd gets it. Then bam, you hit with the punchline. My friend always dreamed of being a pilot, but his budget only covered a bicycle. Still, he dreams Kana came a true pilot. Well, he flew. But more like a face planted into his neighbor's fence after soaring into it. And a response, you hear silence. You panic, you try to save your joke like, oh, you didn't get it? Okay, I will explain you. My friend was and this fence crash, bam. The dude was already mid-flight. And then gravity hit him with, hello, my old friend. But this time, it's still quiet. You can actually hear someone choking chips in the back row. Sir, could you please stop laughing at the snack and laugh at the joke instead? That's why I understand that I want to try to become a comedian and make people laugh whenever I wanted it. With that idea in mind, I began my first journey toward becoming a maestro of humor. Newbie comedian, level 1. Grace, at least he tried. Gains +10 confidence for attempting jokes, even if they flop. Doom, why is it so quiet? 80% chance of generated awkward cringe instead of laughter. Audience may slowly back away. My first attempt being a comedian when I was in school. Among classmates, it was quite popular to share anecdotal humor and awkward story based on aliens, Teletubbies, Pokemons, and toilet humor. I randomly found a book of anecdotal humor which sound fancy. But really, author, what kind of drugs were you on when you wrote this? This book divides into sections: light anecdotes, mid-level anecdotes, and hardcore. Spoiler, the difference between them is tiny, like middle amusing and did the writer just have a stroke?
May I interrupt? May I interrupt? Sorry, huge apologies. It's a 22-minute speech, Nataly. 22 minutes. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Alexander, brilliant speech, by the way. Brilliant.
Thank you. I will continue. By hey, this book may make me a king of humor. At least among my classmates. We have these best anecdotal showdowns, and I hit them with the easiest one first. I tried to surprise my cat on hiding in a couch, and then jumps out. Turns out the cat wasn't even there. The mailman won't make eye contact. If you think this dumb, back up for the hardest one. Doctor, I've got music playing in my head. So what? I don't want to listen to this kind. The only way that jokes get a laugh is if you're already at the chuckling at air of desperation, like, sure, brain, I will laugh, just stop screaming. But quickly, this method became unreliable because, shockedly, no one except my classmate laughed at these jokes. I found a new source of inspiration. My graduation day. We had to pick a restaurant and group to celebrate with. And don't get it twisted. We weren't looking for friendship. We were looking for financial allies, just to split the price. Unfortunately, we took so long deciding that all the normal groups got taken. And we were stuck with the group nobody wanted. The lawyers. I don't get why they were so unpopular. Maybe students were afraid that after dinner they would be like, hey, you didn't sign the legally binding splitting agreement. We're suing you. 10 years in jail. Alimony, lifetime alimony. Completely take all your property. Desperate time, right? So, computer engineers, us and them, lawyers, we forced to unite. to give you an idea how we was mismatched, the only place we'd ever crossed was the hallway, thinking, what are these people are doing here? And another weird details, our group was all boys, and their group was all girls. We couldn't even agree on food. They ordered salads with dressing on the side, no gluten, no joy. We ordered whatever fries and won't judge us. Finally, the big day came. We met, and the conversation was like this. Us. So, weather is nice. Them. Yes, weather is cool. Yes, sun's shining. Us. And you lawyers. Then they. Yes, we are lawyers, and you computer engineer. You'll be holding court case, yes? Them. Yes, and you develop application. It was like the bad first date. Except instead of romance, all we exchanged was existential dread. Then one guy showed up. Looked like beggar at first, but turns out he was the host of our graduation. And clearly, this man was not the friend of hairstyle. But damn, he was so good. He had this talent to connecting things that shouldn't work together. Like broken word was in harmony. Yin and yang, or like just yin. Water and fire. Somehow he turned into steam. Computer engineers and lawyers. Okay, forgot it. It doesn't work. And he wasn't just telling well-rehearsed jokes. No, he was improvising, adapting to the crowd like comedy guru. Watching him, I thought, I need to learn how to do that. Level 2, Desperate Improviser. Grace, chaotic energy. If a joke fails, the next one has 50% chance to trigger uncontrollable snort laughs, even from haters. Doom, wait, that didn't land. If a prepared joke is used, 30% chance the audience groaned, we already hear it, and loses interest. Much later, I joined Toastmaster to improve my public speaking, which, by the way, is like going to the gym but for people who are afraid of dumbbells and would rather die than do some kind of setup. So, I tried so hard to remember my first visit. But my brain's like, no, you've always been here. This is your time. This is your life now. It's like when you wake up in some cult and they like, welcome back, brother. And you're just holding a pamphlet. How long have I been holding this? People say comedy is hard, but not for me. Because from the start, I didn't even try to be funny. Honestly, I didn't try it at all. My plan just want to stand here for 2 minutes and say it word in orders. Level 3. Cringe Alchemist. Grace. Calculated disaster. Turns awkward cringe into morbid curiosity. Audience stays whispering, this was so bad. Why am I still watching? 50% chance people recording your set just to traumatize friends. Doom. No going back now. If a joke doesn't bomb, 60% the audience is more unsettled. I laughed, but at what cost? You know, after all these years of performing on stage, I've learned one thing. Perfection is overrated. The best jokes, they're not ones you rehearse to the death. They're ones that crush and burn so hard that they accidentally become the art. So, my advice is following. Don't change perfect. Change progress. Keep telling bad jokes until they're so bad they look back around to be hilarious. Keep face planting until your failure become your natural move. Because the only thing that funny is that flawless punchline, watching someone with mess and still come back for more. So, laugh at yourself, stumbling, grow, and remember, even silence is just the universal pausing to give you material for the next time. Thank you. Back to you.
Alicia, what's wrong with your hands? What's wrong with your hands? You've got to applaud. The more you applaud and the more you enjoy an entertainment, the better the entertainer performs. Everybody knows that. I tell you what, Alexander, you're a very brave man. It's a very well-known fact. Toastmasters are the worst comedy audience in the world. They never laugh. I have said that so many times, and I've always been given different explanations. Oh, we're trying to evaluate the speech. Oh, we're concentrating so much we can't laugh. Oh, no, laugh for goodness sake. Make the person on the screen happy. Yay, yay. Now, Alicia, do we have Liudmyla? We have Liudmyla. So now we have, I think, does she come up? Can't see her on the screen. Is it coming up as Lucy, maybe?
Yeah, it's
No.
but Jack, we should have a 1 minute for someone who wanted
Yes,
to.
I know that. I know that. Yes. Well, just checking we have her. Yes, but she is definitely here. That's good. Okay. That's good. So now we're going to have 1 minute for feedback for Alexander's great speech. A very brave speech. And if you go to the chat, you will see there's a link there to give your feedback direct to Alexander. You just click on the link and go there. If you don't want to do that, you can just chat to Alexander directly and give him your feedback, good, bad, indifferent. Okay, so Natalie, would you please give us 1 minute? Thank you.
Dear Deck, do you hear me? Does
Oh,
my
yes.
microphone work? Yep.
Oh, yes, perfectly. It's coming up as Lucy. I thought so, yeah.
Because
Got it.
Irish people cannot pronounce my name properly.
I have been practicing all day yesterday and all day today, and it still doesn't work. I've got it now. I've got it now. Just read the name off the screen. I've been trying to read it off this.
Yes. Nice.
Thank you very much, Natalie. Lucy,
Oh, yeah.
just a word. You may want to change your camera to landscape. It tends to work much better for Zoom, for hand gestures and that.
Oh,
You're in portrait at the moment. I know it's on.
do
You're
you
probably
see me like this?
you just switch it over. It's probably an iPhone. Just switch it over like that to landscape. It's much better.
I mean, I don't know how to make it on my phone because my laptop broke down 2 days
Yeah,
ago.
the phone. Just turn the phone sideways.
Like this?
Yes. Oh,
like this.
no. Yeah, we are. There we are. There we are.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a second. Well,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
that.
So now, as I said, we do like to have our evaluator tell us all about the project. And the evaluator for this speech is Vitaliy. Blokhin.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you. Our next speaker is Liudmyla, and she's working on level 3 of the Motivational Strategies path, understanding her emotional intelligence. In this project, Liudmyla spent at least 2 weeks journaling her emotions, observing how she feels in different situations and how those emotions affect her relationships. The goal is to understand not only her own emotional patterns, but also how the emotions of others influence her. Today, she will share a part of that journey in her speech titled, "Baby, You Are Crazy." Please welcome to the stage Liudmyla with "Baby, You Are Crazy."
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So let me start talking about emotions, emotional intelligence, okay, and my experience in relationship. So the title of my speech, "Baby, You're Crazy." Well, I had to leave my dear Ukraine and travel for 3,000 kilometers to hear that on the island in the Atlantic Ocean. For almost 2 years, I've been living here in Ireland, and my perception of life has completely changed. And today, I'm gonna share with you my experience on emotional intelligence. But to start with, let me tell you in short what's that. So, emotional intelligence. This is ability to recognize, understand, and manage our and our other people's feelings. So, I can promise you for sure that by the end of my talk, you'll know why the person who cries during commercials might actually be your next CEO. So let's begin. If we're talking about emotional intelligence, I'll tell you that this is the main thing which we are facing since millennium. Because before, as you remember, it was IQ, okay? It was an ability to do stuff on your own. But emotional intelligence, it's your ability to share with people, to build your own teams, to make your own projects like startups and other. Thanks to emotional intelligence, I've opened my own team in Ireland, my own small entrepreneur business. I teach people how, through public speaking in English, to improve their life in terms of education, career, and personal relationship. And believe me, I'm practicing every day. So let's come to components of emotional intelligence. First one, this is self-awareness. It is when we know our emotions and we can control our reactions. Because quite often we react, we do not demonstrate emotions. Talking about my own experience, there are 3 people who drive me crazy. It's my sister, my mom, and my Irish boyfriend. These people, I don't know how. I start fighting immediately, absolutely forgetting that I am a teacher and I have to show a good example. So second, it's self-management. What's self-management about? So it's not throwing your phone when for the 10th time the autocorrector says I'm fire instead I'm fine. Okay, self-management. And according to this thing, I watched a movie which is called Controlling Your Anger with Jack Nicholson. Well, I watched it several years ago, but this year I was happy to watch it with English subtitles, but in Ukrainian translation. Guys, I've laughed like crazy. I strongly recommend you to find it with Ukrainian translation and listen to how interpreters tried, to connect the things which are going on in the United States, connect with Ukrainian reality. It's absolutely something. So self-management. Next one, social awareness. Social awareness, it's how we behave in the society among other people. And it's like what in different cultures and in different countries, things are different. People react differently. And like being an English teacher, I pay really lots of attention to my students on these small little things. Like in Ireland, when a person in a supermarket says, hello, how are you? That person really means it. That person really cares. And you cannot say, I'm here just for shopping. No way. You have to react. Sometimes people just, two cars stops in the street at the traffic light and people start saying hello without seeing that the colors of the traffic lights changed. Irish people put warm, friendly conversation over the rules quite often. And that's fantastic. For me, it's just the way I am. So I'm feeling absolutely comfortable here in Ireland. And the last but not the least, it's relationship management. So if we are able to manage ourselves, our emotions, okay, then we would be much more empathetic to other people's feelings and reactions. Social awareness, it's about reading a room better than you read terms and conditions. Relationship management, it's reading another person. Otherwise, it's your colleague or family member or your boss. And now, to wrap it up, let's talk about improving. How we can improve our emotional intelligence. A very popular thing here, where teenagers start taking antidepressants, for Ireland, it's okay teen, it's practicing mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness, it's being in a current moment, even if there are 15 notifications on your mobile phone. We try to stay focused, being present in the moment. The thing which really helps for me, I've moved to the Irish Sea coastline, and now for about 2 months, I've been living in Bray. Bray, it is the biggest town on the Irish Sea, which resorts and a lot of places of interest. So what do? How do I practice my mindfulness? I just go to the seaside, listen to the waves, walking alone up and down, and the tranquility of the sea makes my mind calm and quiet. Even if there is storm, I can walk around shouting my favorite songs, and it also helps me to feel present in the moment. Okay, second, developing empathy. Lots of us knows about the problems with narcissists. Narcissists, they are people who do not have empathy at all. I think somehow that these people come from those who had very high IQ. Something tells me that, because a lot of programmers I was, in relationship with, they are guys with really low empathy. I must admit, prove me wrong. I'll be happy, to see that I was mistaken. And two more things. Improving communication. It's not what you say, but how you say it. I've recently started teaching English to a prominent group of senior students. They are Ukrainians of 65 plus who reside at our hotel. By the way, I stay at the Royal Hotel. So, while I teach these senior students, I pay a lot attention to intonation, to the pauses, to friendly smile and stuff. I say women that if they would pause and smile, it would do the half of the job, okay? So put your, kindness and empathy first. And the first thing, it's manage stress. So don't behave like crazy when Wi-Fi disappears for no reason. 2 days ago, my laptop broke down. But you see, I'm talking to you via my phone, and that's still all right. And if my students want me to restart my lessons, they will pay me for the next 3 months for me to be able to buy a new laptop. So it's not my problem, as you see. It's their problem and their parents who have paid for a month, but I have no ability to make the lessons. All right. So wrapping it up, I want to say that emotional intelligence, it's, guys, not about suppressing feelings. It's about making them work for you, but not against you. I hope the things I shared with you were useful and you would improve your emotional intelligence and your life. Thanks for your attention.
Liudmyla, you're a very naughty girl. I know
Yes, I am.
when you're using an iPhone, you can't see the other screens. I know that, so you're forgiven. But you had Nataly waving the red, you had Roman flashing red and green, and you had me.
I don't see
You
it.
had me. You had me with the bell. Yeah, this bell, and
I
you
love
had
your
me
bell.
with a hooter going. And you still kept going.
And this wooden spoon, that famous wooden spoon.
No,
Slap me with wooden spoon, Dick.
it's worth remembering, actually, for everybody, that when you go over time, you're taking the stage time from somebody else. That's always what you're doing. It's very rude, but there we are. Consider yourself total off. And Irish people, by the way, we wake up in the morning with the idea of making everybody we meet happy every moment of the day. 1 minute, please, for feedback. And if you go onto the chat, you will see that the link is there for a direct link to Lucy for Google Forms. So 1 minute, please, Nataly. And don't go over time, Nataly. That's lovely, Natalie. Thank you very much. And may I remind everybody of the word of the day, radiance, radiance, radiance. Say radiance as many times as you can. Say radiance with a radiant smile. You must perform radiantly all the time. All the speakers, all the topic speakers, radiantly, radiantly, radiantly. And if I don't win the prize for radiance today, there's something wrong with the world. So let's get on with the topics now, and the topics are going to be presented for a time, and the total time for the topics is 20 minutes. Natalie, you know that already, and to present the topics, let's welcome Sergii Radchenko.
Thank you, Dek. Hello, everybody. Hello, dear fellow Toastmasters, dear audience. Today, I'm your table topic master, and now it's time for our weather experiences, weather adventures, where we have a sun in a glass, where our sun is rising, and please join us with your radiant smile. Yes, you hear a radiant smile. And what's the rules of table topic session for our club and for during our meeting? You have two chants and two roles in the table topic session. The one is a speaker. When you have some personal time, 1 minute is a green card, 1 minute 30 seconds is a yellow card, and 2 minutes is a red card. Another possibility is evaluator of this speech, and 30 seconds is a green card, 45 seconds is a yellow card, and 1 minute is a red card. But pay attention when you exceeded the time limit, you are disqualified. Pay attention and watch the signals of Nataly Parubocha. And how we can connect with the sun in our life, I think in a lot of examples, it's in the different parts, in the areas: love, power, lifestyle, desires, emotions. And I asking you the question, and pay attention about the word of the day, radiant. And if we have a volunteer, or if I choose some person without role, and my first question is very simple for you, but it will be very interesting. Okay, no one volunteers. My first question is, what is the sun for you? And this question to Vladimir Ukrainis. Vladimir, what is the sun for you?
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I'll be short in time. First of all, I want to say, with what I associate sun? Of course, it is with a smile. By the way, I want to present to you how to present it to see. All right. So it is my background, smiling sun. And I want to say to you, I want to say to you, so I have friends here in Toastmasters, 4 friends, special friends. What is special about them? Because their smile resembles the sun on the background. 2 in Dnipro Hills and 2 in Advocates Club. And maybe it is 5, because I see 1. Let's say, yes, it is you. Your smile is also resembles the sun on the background. And it is good, because what is the smile? Smile is a positive emotion. You smile, you are radiant, and it is good. Despite all this hard time, we have war, we have always listened to the tragic events, but we shouldn't give up smiling, because it is our future, and we have hope that we will win, and everything will be good. And I want to say to you, to end my speech with the words from one hero from the movie. He said, "Smile, gentlemen, smile, and understand your trouble. You are too serious. An intelligent face is not a sign of intelligence. All asininity on earth is made by people wearing this expression. And again, I say, smile, gentlemen, smile. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vladimir. I remind you what you can evaluate the Vladimir's speech, because it's our part of our table topic session, but your evaluation is only 1 minute. Who wants to be the evaluator of Vladimir's speech? No one? Lesya, maybe you can evaluate the Vladimir speech and show us the example.
Yes, okay, I can do it every time. Honestly, when I had the question about the sun, my first association also was about Volodymyr's, because you see, Volodymyr's background is so radiant, and it's also like put so many intention during our online meetings that it's like my first association with this word. And Volodya, he fulfilled my expectation because he also put the emphasis on his background, and also told to us that sun for him, it's also about smiling, about some friends he have in Toastmasters, and I believe in Toastmasters it's not only in our clubs, but maybe in the whole Toastmasters International in future, etc. So I wanted to say thank you for such a good start of smiling of our today's table topic session, and all your thoughts was very clear. Maybe just to add something, tell us about why especially that people are so radiant, so sunny for you. Just one advice. Thanks.
Thank you, Lesya. Thank you for your feedback, and pay attention about your time in table topic. When you table topic speaker, not more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. When you evaluator, not more 1 minute and 30 seconds. If you exceeded the time limit, you are disqualified. And as for me, sometimes sun and smile connect with behavior, or with your feeling, with your emotions. And my next question for you, what do you think about expressions in the ray of glory? And this question to Roman. Roman, what do you think about expressions in the ray of glory? Roman, the floor is yours.
First of all, what does it mean, the ray of glory? It's like an abstract image of something?
Променях слави, щось таке.
Yes.
Thank you for such radiant question, Sergei. For example, let's look outside. At least here, close to the Black Sea coast, the sun shines radiant on the blue sky. And we know that thanks to the sun, we produce vitamin D inside of our body, which promotes good health and also good mood. Thanks to that, we can feel better and we tend to be more positive. At least we can see the future such very mild but ray.
Back to you, Topics Master, I think.
Yes, maybe. Thank you, Roman.
Yeah, thank you. This was the moment of silence. Thank
you. Thank you, Roman.
Sounds of victory.
Pay attention about your answer. Pay attention about your thoughts. And now it's time for another evaluator. Who wants to be the evaluator of Roman's speech? Maybe volunteer, maybe another person. What I choose? Okay, maybe Peter Suprina. Peter, would you like to be the evaluator?
Okay. Roman had, in my opinion, quite a difficult topic. I have seen that he struggled in the beginning, what to think about it, and me too. But he found some inspiration of the sun and health and vitamin D. That was a really good idea. I suggest that you work more about that, maybe put in some of your story. I don't know how you go out every, I don't know, week, every day, or I don't know, what is your daily routine? How do you get the sunshine? And at the end, I think I was not only one who didn't expect that you already ended, so maybe try to make it more obvious that you finished your speech. It was not so obvious to me. Otherwise, very nice speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. And my advice for you, if you doesn't matter what you table topic speaker and table topic evaluator, please you should consist your speech with three parts: beginning, main part, and conclusion. And pay attention about your personal story, because it's really important. When you talk about yourself, it's really better and really easy for you. When you remind your life and to remind your feelings and emotions. And my next question for you: what is more important for you, sunrise or sunset, and why? And I want to ask this question to our guest from Kenya, Nelly. Nelly, what is more important for you, sunrise or sunset? The floor is yours. If you are with us.
May I answer this question?
Maybe another person who wants to answer to this question. What is important? What is more important for you, sunrise or sunset? Oksana, yes.
Okay, I would like to share a few words about it because during my work as a hotel guide, I've traveled a lot and I had my work starting at 9 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock in the evening. So, of course, I could watch only sunrises if I wake up early in the morning. And of course, it's a bit hard because I didn't have days off. But because to me, sunrise is one of the most beautiful things you may see. It's so beautiful. And even when you meet sunrise at sea, swimming in the sea. So this is the most powerful, I don't know, experience you may have. And it's worth, it's worth waking up early, just 2 hours or 3 hours before your work, because like this, you empower yourself with extra power, with extra strength. And that's beauty. It gives you so many emotions that you may remember it for the whole life. Because right now, while staying in Ukraine, I don't have to work, but I don't wake up so early. But that time I had a lot of work and I woke up so early, but because it gave me extra power to survive, to work, to not to have the days off, and it helped me to cope with my some stress, and it gave me so beautiful moments, like so many moments of beauty that I remember them until now. And I suppose that I will do it in the future again, because the sunrise, it's like new beginning. So to me, it's more important than sunset, though sunset is very beautiful as well. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. It's like a dance with sunset and with sunrise, and with your life, with your lifestyle. Thank you, Oksana. And who wants to be the evaluator of Oksana's speech? Maybe some volunteers. No. Maybe I can ask Maria Teresa, would you like to evaluate the Oksana's speech about sunset and sun rising?
I don't think I can say no, can I? A Toastmaster never says no. Fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, and particularly Toastmaster Oksana, I think you took the advice of Sergei, who was talking about relatable stories in a table topic. You did a very good job of that. I found out something about you. I didn't know you at all, but I found out you were a tour guide and you had very long working hours from 9 till 9. So it seems in order to appreciate the sunset, you would have to get up earlier. And with such a tough, demanding job, why get up earlier? You have enough in the course of the day to deal with. You were engaging, you were pleasant, you were fluid, you were attractive, you made your points. I thoroughly enjoyed your minutes on the stage, and I look to see many more and find out more about you. An interesting, radiant woman, Toastmaster Oksana. You see, there comes the radiance.
Yes, thank you, Maria Teresa. You use the word of the day, radiant. I also advise you use the word of the day, radiant, is in your speech, and it helps you in your speech and in your evaluation. And my next question for you is also about power, about your feelings. And what do you think about phrase and about expression, a place under the sun? What is it for you? And this question for Sergei Golovatiuk. Sergei, what do you think about the phrase under the sun, a place under the sun?
We all looking for the better place under the sun in that miracle world. And so some people thinking about Odessa and the place like Odessa in Ukraine, but another choose, for example, Odessa in USA, or like my sister choose Juneau in Alaska. And it's very interesting comparing between the two cities. In Odessa, we have 300 and something sunny days per year. In Juneau, she had only 5 sunny days per year. So such big difference can big influence on their life, and for us, for me, the same. Because I am so glad that I live in Odessa. Every day I can enjoy sunny, sea, radiant people, very sincere, and a lot of humor. But my sister don't have such opportunity. When she have that one of that 5 sunny days, they became crazy. They go out and became swimming even in winter. They make something extraordinary because everyone likes sun. Everyone like radiant mood. So let's try to save this radiant mood in your everyday routine, because it's maybe the most important things in our life. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergei. Thank you thank you for your trip. It's really interesting. And who wants to be the evaluator? Maybe Christina or Alona. Who wants to be the evaluator? It's really simple. It's not hard. Only 1 minute with your feelings, with your emotions. It will be very beautiful trip. Or maybe Nelly. Nataly, you want to be the evaluator? Yes. Nataly Parubocha is the evaluator of Sergei's speech.
Okay, I have unmuted myself, and I'm evaluating Sergei's short speech. And this speech has had almost everything that speeches needs to have. It was a short opening, it was a short conclusion, and what was essential? The personal story. And not only the personal story, but the comparison of two things, some timer and also showing the card to myself, of two stories. Living in Odesa, a sunny city in Ukraine, and at the same time living in a city or a town in Alaska, where sun is something extraordinary. So I liked it very much. And what would I suggest? To have a deeper and a broader conclusion for that. All in all, that was an amazing speech. Thank you, Sergei.
Thank you, Natalie. As I understand, it's enough. We don't have more time.
Sorry, can I add something? Like when we see the cards, we don't see the color. I don't see the color. I just see something white. So it's not, I cannot understand, is it green, is it red, or is it yellow? So because maybe it's too close to the screen. So that's why for the participants, it's quite hard to understand when you're supposed to finish.
So the color is seen. Yeah.
Natalie, another participants, or we finish table topic session?
We are running out of time.
Okay. Thank you, dear participants. Thank you, dear fellow Toastmasters, for your job, for your impression, for your emotions during our table topic session. I hope you have a lot of feelings during your speeches, during your evaluation parts, and then when we finish our table topic session, you can see the link of evaluators, and you can see the link of speakers. Please pay attention about your choice, and it's really interesting what the person you choose. Thank you, and back to you, Mr. Toastmaster Cluskey. The floor is yours.
Very good. Very interesting session, that. The sun. We love it here. In the UK, we are having a heat wave at the moment. Some places in the UK have got temperatures up to 30 degrees. Very unusual for the UK. I know. And Natalie was over here 2 weeks ago. I had a wonderful time in Sheffield. And you were roasting, weren't you, Natalie? That was lovely. So thank you to Vladimir, Roman, Oksana, Sergei, and all the rest of the people who did all the topics, all about the sun. The sun is here. We've all got happy faces with the sun, and we've all got light clothes on. Always wear light clothes. It's always good. And I'll tell you what, when you hear the word radiant, or in any meeting, when somebody uses the word of the day, knock the screen. It's a really good, fun thing to do. Knock your screen. And it's really lovely. It gives a lot of fun to the meeting. So let's get on now. We have competition, really. Competition to see who was the best table topics, and to why not get on to the chat and see where the link is. Licia, is that right? Go onto the chat and the link is there. And then Licia will tell us all about the winners. So let's get on now. The next part is the evaluation session. And this is where we hear how we got on with the various aspects of our speaking. The first evaluator is our grammarian, who is going to tell us in 4 minutes, and 4 minutes exactly, how we got on. And it's Dmitry Nazarenko.
Okay, very well. Well, actually, shouldn't we hear the reports of the evaluators from the? We already heard them.
No, Dima, you're right, because we missed the evaluations from
About of our prepared speakers.
Yeah. Doug, can you
Yeah, okay. I'm looking at. Wait now, hold on. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. My mistake. Wait now. What have we got? Oh, we have. Yeah, we didn't get the evaluation. Did we do the evaluations? We did. I think we did.
No, just after the speakers, we have table topic session, so we like switch this.
Oh, you evaluate the table topics.
No, evaluators of our speakers. I mean, Liudmyla and Oleksandr.
I'm sure we did that.
No, unfortunately.
No, we haven't.
We haven't. Okay, no, my mistake. Thank you very much for saying that. The evaluator was first me. I must be getting old. I'm 38 now. Oh, sorry, I've got that the wrong way around. Sorry. Yeah, okay. See, nobody in Toastmasters laughs. Nobody in Toastmasters laughs. That's a sad thing.
I do, Dick, I do. I laugh for everyone.
Thank goodness, Lucy. Thank goodness, Lucy. We all Irish people laugh all the time. I get into trouble. I was actually fired as a trustee of a very major charity, world charity, for being too what's called flippant, if you understand that, because Irish people see fun in everything. But there we are. Let's get on to the evaluation of the first speech. The evaluation will be given by Vitaliy Blokhin.
Thank you, Dick. Actually, I'm evaluating the second speech because Liudmyla was late. But anyway, Mr. Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters, and especially Liudmyla, thank you for your speech, baby. You are crazy. You brought us into the world of emotional intelligence with a strong opening and confident presence. From the very beginning, I appreciated your clarity and it was easy to follow you. You also used good vocal variety to keep us engaged. Your voice was expressive and natural. I could also see your gestures clearly, especially your left hand, which added emphasis to your words. You looked comfortable on camera and your eye contact was quite good, even if sometimes your gaze went slightly off the sides. Now, if I may offer one suggestion, the speech started with a helpful overview of emotional intelligence and included some interesting personal examples like your family and your Irish boyfriend. However, I didn't clearly hear specific stories from 2 weeks of journaling your own emotional reactions. Since this project is about understanding your own emotional patterns, it would be even stronger if you shared a moment when you felt something deeply, reflected on it, and saw how that feeling changed your response. That would help connect your personal experience even more directly to the project's purpose. That said, you clearly know the topic and your passion for emotional intelligence came through. I especially like the part where you mentioned practicing mindfulness at the seaside. That gave us a glimpse into how you manage emotions in real life. In summary, this was an informative and expressive speech delivered with confidence and presence. With just a bit more focus on your personal emotional journey, it would be even more powerful. Great work, Liudmyla, and thank you for sharing your thoughts and energy with us today. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Lovely. And let's get on to the evaluation of the second speech, which is a speech by Oleksandr Myronchuk. And this evaluation should be given by Sergii Golovatiuk.
No.
I'm doing well with these names, I tell you.
Yeah, second time is much better. That's why we practice in public speaking. Thank you, everyone, and special thanks for Oleksandr Myronchuk for such long and radiant speech. I want to praise him for good preparation because I know how big he should prepare for such long speech, humorous speech at English. It's a big deal. And he was very positive. He plain voice. He acting like a professional actor. He have a lot of movement, especially ahead and behind, and used a lot of gestures. He created such authentic jokes, because when I prepared jokes, I always stolen in somebody from professional comics. It's very simple, but for me it's good way. But Alexander created his own joke, his own text. It's amazing, it's brilliant. And he was very bright. But for me, it could be at least a little bit better and brighter if he add some bright color to his picture, because he dressed in gray, brown, and black t-shirts, and his background the same. So humor associated with me in bright color, it's sunny color. So add some white, orange, maybe purple, something bright, because your humor, it's something bright. Another, you use gestures, but some of your gestures we couldn't see at all, because you move a little bit closer to camera, and you try to communicate with us through the camera, but some of your gestures we can see. And for me, your eye contact not perfect, because you see to the some maybe text, but not to the camera. Try to see to the camera, because humor, it's about communication, is about interaction with audience, about feedback, about some interaction with energy. And for me, you play in acting voice perfectly, but it's not your voice. You pretending. If you try to spend 1 hour in front of audience, it's very difficult to pretend in all the time. So be natural. Natural, it's very easy to be natural. When you not playing your voice, but be natural, you can stay at the stage maybe hours with any tension. So for me, it's easier and more comfortable for audience listen and perception. And try to interact with audience, make some questions, some feedback, maybe leave your hands who try to make a joke. Nobody, oh, it's very difficult. Something like that, because the joke, it's stand-up, especially stand-up, it's very about interaction. So I wish you to be more natural, to be more bright. In that way, you be a brilliant comedian. And I wish you only good luck on that difficult way. Thank you.
Very, very detailed evaluation. Well done, Sergei. That was really good. Now, don't forget to vote for your favorite topic. Just go onto the chat and follow the instructions from Licia. Let's get on now properly to the grammarian and the wonderful man, the winsome man, the wondrous man, who is the radiant and radiantly wonderful and ridiculously... I can't find another R. I've really got another R. Here we are with Dmytro Nazarenko.
Yes, thank you. Now
that was good. Now that was good. That was good.
Definitely, yes. Well, actually, the people that were more radiant than me today were those that used the word of the day during the table topic session. And those people were Dek and Sergii Radchenko. Well, those were the people who basically reminded us of the word of the day to be used during the table topic session. And moving on to our table topic speakers and evaluators, there were Lesia, Roman, Maria Teresa, and Sergii Golovatiuk. I think I haven't forgotten anybody who has used the word of the day during the table topic session. In other parts of our meeting, I have hardly heard any usage. Well, most of the issues that I have noted, they were mostly the mistakes or the issues in the pronunciation and the grammar and vocabulary that I heard from my fellow Ukrainian citizens. And of course, very often there is this thing that people tend to confuse the sounds v and w in very many of the words that were used throughout the meeting, and also the confusion between s and f, z and the. So be careful when you pronounce this word. By the way, this was the word that was very often mispronounced. It is pronounce and not pronounce, or whatever it is that I heard. Also, well, a lot of people did not use articles when these should have been used. The brightest, the most radiant, I don't know, example is now my advice is following. Better to say my advice is the following. Also, issues we are facing since millennium. I'm pretty sure you meant these are you wanted to say Lucy, that these are the issues we were facing, or we have been facing for millennia, because millennia with an A at the end is the plural of millennium. What else? One of our table topic speakers, I have not noted the name, I am sorry for that, but there was this phrase that you used, and it is to meet the sunrise, which sounded like a literal translation from Ukrainian to me. In English, we simply see the sunrise or watch the sunrise. I would probably recommend to use see or watch in that sentence. However, this meeting was filled with good examples of grammar usage, especially by Oleksandr Myronchuk, probably because his speech was longer than anybody else's. But the phrases that I enjoyed most were to crush your best set ever, to craft a speech, and yes, these were the phrases that you do not often hear during our meetings. So thanks a lot. You did have a few issues in terms of grammar that I have to point out. You said I will explain you. Probably you meant I will explain to you, if you wanted to use the word explain, or you will just say, or you could also just say I will tell you. Also, I am suing you. You know, when you're taking somebody to court, you are suing that person, not suiting. Actually, that is all for me at this moment. Thank you very much to those who used the word of the day and for participating here. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Brilliant, brilliant. Roman, bass players never, ever clap. Do you know that? Honestly, I've never seen a bass player clap in my life. But now let's get on to the posture lady. You slap, yeah, that's right, yeah. Oh, don't talk to me about bass players. I had 60 years of my career with bass players behind me, and yeah. One of them took an awful lot of money from me, but there we are. The posture person now. Never heard this before. I'm going to be interested to hear what Oksana Muchkina has to say. Here she is. Go ahead. 4 minutes.
Hello, everyone. So first of all, I'll start with Oleksandr Myronchuk. So what I would like to add here, that he had an amazing smile during his speech. It was really cool because when you talk about the funny stuff or some jokes, it's really essential. And his mimic was really vivid and really aligned with his message. That was really cool. So he showed us hesitation. So he showed us with his mimics, like all the types of feelings he felt during his speech. And that was really supportive. About the gestures, I would like to tell here that he used a lot of supportive gestures, like with the finger, like counting different or showing different levels of humor. Also holding like pamphlet or something like in his hand. So it was really descriptive and supportive, and really it worked for the benefit of the speech. The pose was in the medium, in the middle, and he also like changed the position when he was telling about different groups. So it was really cool, like to support the message. So one group told one thing, another group told another thing. So it was really good to understand the idea he tried to convey. What about some things that hurted? It was in the beginning, he had some fast gestures, too many. Maybe it's gestures. Some were supportive and some were like just excessive, to my mind, of course. Also, pointing with the finger, it should be like better replaced with the hand, you know, like when you pointing to someone, so it's kind of more polite way to point to someone, right? The second thing, crossing fingers like this, so it's better to avoid it as well. So this is just the second thing. And shifting weight. So when you are standing and shifting weight like this, so if you are not showing the waves, otherwise, you know, it distracts somehow from your message. And that's it. So thank you very much. It was really cool. Oleksandr Myronchuk, I liked your speech very much. It was really cool, and gestures and body language was used really vividly. Liudmyla, Kushch. What I can say here that also I like from the perspective of using the gestures, I like the speech. Mimics was really vivid. Gestures, like about texting, it was really vivid as well. Pointing with the finger, the first, the second, the third were supportive as well. A lot of descriptive gestures were used to support the speech. Sitting pose or stance was in the middle, as it should be, and it's really cool. But to my mind, the only thing I would like to add here, that you touched your face, and we're supposed to avoid it because it distracts from the message. And too many moves with the hat, you know, so when you confirm something, that's cool. But when it's just like this, so it's just a bit distracts from the message, to my opinion, right? In my opinion. Then Sergei Radchenko, mimics was amazing. Here I would like to add only that your eyes were just running a bit side and up, and that's better to maintain the eye contact with the audience, right? At least like in the middle somewhere of the screen. Volodymyr Ukraine's smile was beautiful. At least just only thing I would like to add here, I didn't see gestures, because maybe at the beginning some, and then you were sitting too close. So that's why maybe you were using them, but it was not obvious to me because I didn't see them. Roman smile was really nice. Your gestures were descriptive. From minuses or some things that hurted, it just touching face a few times. It's better to avoid it, not to distract from the message. And shifting weight like this, or like this. Also kind of, if you're not telling about something like movie, it's better to avoid it. Then Peter Supina, beautiful smile as well, like the radiant smile. Everyone, you know, who used the smile, it's always really supportive to the message if it conveys some nice or positive information. You had middle position, which is cool. I didn't see any gestures, so it would be better, you know, to make the conversation or your speech more vivid and more influencing, to use the gestures. So this is the only thing I would like to add here. Sergei Golovatiuk, smile, radiant, really cool, like energy I've seen here, like face mimics was really vivid. Gestures were really supportive and descriptive. From minuses, touching face, whatever, right? Nose, neck, we should avoid this. Chewing movement, like when you try to recover a phrase, a word, like to recall it, it's also better to avoid it. And like like stretching the face too close like this. I don't know, maybe it conveys more meaningful things when you do it like this, but to my mind, it's just a bit distracting from the message, and shifting weights as well. And Nataly, great mimics, vivid gestures, and just the thing I've seen here, like the pose was a bit side from the side, so the stance which is supposed to be in the middle, so it's kind of better, like because you can express with your movement to the right, to the left, we can see your gestures, because if you are from the left, so we can see only your right hand, for example, not left one, because I can see you in the middle only. And that's it. And to finish, we have Vitaliy and Dmytro. Vitaliy, eye contact was really good. Gestures were supportive, stance was in the middle, and the few remarks about gestures. Crossing fingers, that's what I noticed. Pointing with finger, which is better, like when you're pointing to someone, like to do it like this with the whole hand, and touching face. So these are the only things I wanted to say as the minuses to my mind. And Dmytro, so mimics was really good, gestures supportive. From the mimics I didn't, or I've seen, and I suppose that this kind of mimics distract from the message, closing eyes. That because you miss the eye contact with the audience, of course, and frowning when you are trying to remember something, because you, like, if it doesn't convey like bad stuff, so it's better to avoid it. And singing, but it's of course not body language, but it's voice language, something like this. It's also like distracts from the message. Touching face, and just also sitting not in the middle, so it gives less possibilities to see all the gestures you use. That's it. Thank you very much. I suppose I made it a bit longer than it's supposed, but that's the best I could. Thank you.
Oksana, that was lovely. That was terrific. I'd like to make one observation, and this is from somebody who's been at the high end of huge money-making entertainment business, speaking, singing, and doing all. An awful lot of what Toastmasters say is absolute garbage. You kept on about touching. Have you ever seen Trump? Have you ever seen George W. Bush? Have you ever seen Obama? Have you ever seen me? No. We all touch faces. We all do it because it makes us look good. That's why we do it. There we are. Let's get on now to the timing. Nataly, give us some timing, please.
Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone for looking at my signs and moreover, giving me some pieces of advice on having them too radiant. Yeah, there were too radiant sometimes because I'm sitting in front of the window. So I was trying to show them, like rolling them, so as you see the color. So I'm typing now my timer report, and I would like to say just a few notes, tell you about some few notes. So I've missed a time of the first speaker, who's supposed to be the second one. So Oleksandr haven't overused his time. He underused his time because he is supposed to have at least 18 minutes of speaking, or no more than 22. So I didn't have a chance to show even the green card, but I have shown the red and the green and the yellow card because of my mistake. Oleksandr, thank you for entertaining us. And then Lucy Kushch has overused her time because she spoke for more than 11 minutes out of 7. And then table topics session is perfect. Everyone is okay. Our speech evaluations are perfect. Sergii Golovatiuk has overused his time by 5 seconds, so 3:35. And our technical evaluators, well, almost everyone have overused. You will see it, and I hope I'm not speaking for too much. So, guys, thank you very much for paying attention to my science and for being so brilliant and radiant on using the timing. Back to you, dear Toastmaster.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Licia, would you like to tell us about the table topics results, please?
Yes, 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 I am ready, and I am so happy that today we have like one of our
Wow.
brand new the winner, so Oksana Muchkina, best table topic speaker for today. So congratulations, your story about sunset and sunshine, as you see, like won the heart of Toastmasters. So congratulations. And also we have the best table topics evaluator, and today it's Maria Teresa Salic. So congratulations, Dia. Always happy to see you at our online meetings, and all the best to you, yeah, as well. And with all this, I pass control to the deck.
Cool. So I'm a bit confused now. What's next? Meeting feedbacks. Another closing. The VPE of who is the VPE of Dnipro Hills? Who am I? Is it? Oh, it's Nataly. It's Nataly. I'm passing back to Nataly. Do the next bit, Nataly.
Oh, so fast. So I was thinking, I was saying thanks to everyone, and I'm back to say it again, not as a timer of the day, but as a VP of education of this club. I would like to tell you guys, you are brilliant, and the meeting was radiant, and thank you for radiating together, all together with us. And I love our online meetings because we can meet all together, and they are always such as we are sitting somewhere in the cafe, we are practicing and having fun. So in a week, we are going to have such an atmosphere in the real cafe. So in the restaurant, in the TK restaurant, the Turkish restaurant in the center of Kiev, it Podil. And I would like to thank to everyone. And that was an amazing meeting to Dnipro Hills together with Odesa, best Odesa speakers. Sorry, guys, for not introducing you at the beginning of our meeting. I should have done it. And that was the essential part of our meeting, the essential half of our meeting, the evaluation of our distinguished friends from the Odesa, Best Odesa Speakers Club. And thank you for being the very radiant part of this meeting. And after the official parts of our gatherings, we're also having unofficial one. So you can just make another cup of tea or coffee or whatever you want to. In my case, it is hot chocolate. And come back and share some of your thoughts, some of your experiences, and have fun. Together. So we have people from different cities and even different countries, and we have a lot to share with each other. Having said all of that, I announce this meeting adjourned, and guys.
Whoa! I have to close the meeting.
And yeah.
I have to close the meeting. I've got it all rehearsed.
You have rehearsal.
Licia needs to say something.
Actually, I a picture, but before picture, we also see the hand from Maria Teresa, and also I know that Sergii Golovatiuk also wanted to make some announcement about another online meeting, so it may be better to go to Sergii, first.
I'll tell you something, as Toastmaster, look at the time. This club is not very good at keeping time. Let's get on quickly. Who is next, Licia, quickly?
Maybe Maria Teresa. Maria Teresa.
Say again, please. One voice at a time, please.
thank you for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I was invited to this meeting and I'm so glad I came. I want to say that sometimes I have the feeling that Ukrainians feel that they're a little bit left out of Toastmasters. You are brilliant.
No.
I admire your spirit. I admire your resilience. You have challenges other Toastmasters clubs don't face, and you persevere. And I just want you to let you know it is appreciated, very much so. And bravo to each and every one of you. You are radiant. You are glorious. You are brilliant. You are Toastmasters that make every one of us here and so proud. And thank you for the opportunity to come today. I hope to come again.
Lovely. Have we all finished now? Just want to close the meeting and then hand over to the president for the final word. Okay. Oksana? Oksana?
Yes, I wanted to share like one thing. I forgot to evaluate maybe from the point of body language, Maria Teresa. Because you know I was so overwhelmed with feelings because she kind of influenced with her message so much, and she was like she had so much emotions and so much warmth in her words that I was so overwhelmed that I forgot to write down like anything about it, and I could not evaluate it because I was really overwhelmed with the emotions. But I wanted to tell one more time, thank you for so emotional words, because you know to transfer or transmit this warmth in the words, it's really a great power when you can like influence people from far away in the online space with so deep like or in so profound energy. That was amazing. Thank you very much one more time, and sorry for not telling any remarks. To my mind, you were like perfect, but I didn't do anything, you know, to write down anything about your report. I'm not sure that I supposed to do it. Yeah, I suppose. So sorry for that.
Thank you very much, Oksana. That's lovely. I'll just say the last few words and then hand over to the president. I must say, there's a great fun line, a funny line, which says, Ukrainians say in 50 words what they should say in 3 words. Do you understand that? Alicia does. You're all what's called verbose. You talk an awful lot.
That's why we train.
Much more than the Irish.
Our speeches.
Well, listen. I'll say this. The sun is here. Make the most of it. Make the best of it. The winter will be here all too soon.
Go away.
And remember, this is a great club with great people, and it's a great life. So it's goodbye from this Irishman. Thank you very much for giving me the honor of being Toastmaster. See you very soon. Over to the president, who is Dmytro. I have to get this all about. Wait, hold on a second. I'll get this right. Sergii Radchenko. Bye.
Yes, thank you, Dex. Thank you for this opportunity. This is a great meeting for 2 clubs, Best Odesa Speakers Club and Dnipro Hills. And I invite you for our next meeting in 11th of May. You can take some roles, maybe Toastmaster, maybe Table Topic Master, or deliver the speech. For us, it will be great. We will happy to see you. It only online meeting because we create the hybrid meeting in our Saturday for Ukrainian, and you can join us in WhatsApp, in Telegram, in Facebook, in Instagram, and also in our traditional meeting, we have some persons for all of the world, from Africa, from Asia, from Australia. Especially, I have a dialogue with Australia participants, and it will be happy to create some new traditional for another speaker, for another country, for America, as Maria Teresa, as Chester, our friend, and it will be great. That's all. Thank you, dear fellow Toastmaster, and maybe group photo. It will be great finish of our meeting, of our journey.
You can use some effects or something like that, and I will like make some shots.
Give us a 1, 2, 3, please. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So thanks a lot to everyone, and in case you wanted to continue our informal conversation, you can stay here at least for 30 minutes. So have a good.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If we